Hi everyone, my team and I are here to give you a presentation on fruits and vegetables and how you guys can introduce and put and consume more fruits and vegetables into your guys' diets. So my team and I, there's Trina, Elizabeth, Nick, and myself, Lupe. So we are gonna, first of all, fun fact, well, not really fun, but interesting fact. 95% of college students actually don't meet the recommended intake for fruits and vegetables, and that is a lot of college students. 95 is a big number. So we are here. In hopes to help you guys, encourage you, and give you guys interest into fruits and vegetables, and hopefully we can help you guys out. So let's talk about some barriers and how we can overcome them. So, what are some barriers that you, as college students, face that kind of prevents you from consuming fruits and vegetables? And it can be anything, it can be environmental, or it could be personal, or anything. So, does anybody have anything? Yes, price, price. And can you expand on that a little bit more?
Eating fruits and vegetables is more expensive for the budget.
Yeah. So healthier alternatives tend to be a bit more expensive, and especially if you go for organic, it's even more pricier. So price is definitely a barrier. So for price, what we can do to help. So there are many grocery stores out there that have produce at a lower price. So making sure that you know what grocery stores offer the less expensive produce can help you guys in knowing where to shop and what price they're at. So, for example, I myself shop at Waco. It's fairly for um, my price range. It's pretty good. I think the fruits and vegetables are there of good quality, and they're not that expensive. So, and then Nick is going to go more in depth into that and tell you guys a little bit more about what grocery stores here in Chico are um, offer the least expensive produce. So definitely grocery stores, knowing where to find them. Also, going along with price, maybe purchasing frozen fruits and vegetables because they tend to last longer and they don't spoil. So fruits and vegetables, and then you can always prepare those by like steaming them or frozen fruits, putting them into smoothies, and then Trina is going to go into a little bit more into depth with that. So frozen fruits and vegetables, and yeah. So how about another barrier?
Time consuming.
Time consuming, definitely. As college students, you guys may not have the time to prepare and have time to set time aside from like all those assignments and tests and all those other things that you guys are worried about. So time consuming, yes. So one idea that comes up to me is, well, that I do as well, is preparing the night before. So like taking those vegetables, fruits and vegetables, or meals that you guys want, and taking time out of your night, maybe like 20 minutes or less, doesn't have to take that long, and maybe cutting them up and like, I don't know, seasoning them or putting them into plastic bags so that the next day all you gotta do is grab them from the fridge or grab them from wherever you put them and just take them with you. So preparing them the night before is a good idea. Night before. Another great idea is looking into snacks that you can just grab and go, and Trina will go into more into depth with that. But for example, maybe carrots and hummus. I know that's one of my favorites, and even carrots, like you don't even have to like cut them up. You can just find like the pre-bagged small carrots, like the baby carrots, and then just put maybe hummus in a little container and just dip that into it, and it's a great snack. Another one that comes up to mind is maybe like apples and peanut butter, which I know is like kind of like more for children, but it's also great for like college students. And if you don't like peanut butter or if you prefer almond butter is a good alternative as well. So, is there any other barrier that you guys come across? Yes.
Taste.
And what do you mean by taste?
I don't like the way a lot of it tastes.
Okay, so you don't like taste. Okay, so for that, you can always find dip beans that you guys like that can go along with your fruits and vegetables. So like I mentioned, maybe peanut butter or almond butter or apples, for example, or hummus with carrots, or maybe even seasonings like in the spices aisle and all the seasonings aisle. There are seasonings for vegetables that are very inexpensive. I bought one at Rico. I can't remember the name of it at the top of my head right now, but I know I put that on top of my vegetables when I steam them, and it makes them taste a whole lot better, and it makes it, I wouldn't say less stressful, but it makes them taste better, and it makes you want to keep eating them more. So seasonings and dips would help with that. And dips. And then a last one that I can kind of think about as a college student would be the lack of knowledge in preparing these fruits and vegetables. So I know if you don't know how to prepare them or ways that you can incorporate them into your meals, then you're not going to be encouraged to try them out and actually put them into your meals. So for lack of knowledge, social media is big right now in today's world. So I would suggest to look into Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. I know Snapchat has those little stories, and I know there's Food Network on there, and I actually look into that, and it's oh, good idea, I might try that. Or Facebook, I know Facebook has little videos of recipes, and those are great too. I've tried a couple of those, and they turn out great, and they're not that hard to make. Also Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of great ideas. Just last time I tried teriyaki chicken with vegetables and rice, and it was really good. I would suggest that you guys look into your social media and look into those videos and clips and recipes that you guys want to try. And then also just to research on your own, go on Google, go on whatever it may be, and look into what recipes that I can do in less than 20 minutes or whatever. And then Trina's actually going to go give you guys a couple of examples of how you can prepare them and what you can do to incorporate them into your meals. So she's going to go more into depth with that. So social media and doing your own research can actually help you learn, know how to incorporate them. And also just make sure that when you're doing your research, you're not looking into not fake, but just less reliable news. So just make sure to be careful of that, because not everything that's on the internet is reliable. Okay, so hopefully you can look at these barriers and be okay, now I know how I can overcome them, and okay, grocery stores, buying frozen fruits so that they don't spoil, preparing them the night before, and then maybe buying a couple seasonings and dips that can go along with them so that they taste better and make you want to eat them more. And then also just going through your social media and looking at all those little videos and clips to give you guys ideas. And it doesn't have to be something super elegant or super intrinsic, I guess, taking a lot of time out of your day. It can be something simple. It doesn't have to be I don't know, all these ingredients and all these steps. You can just do something simple to kind of dip your toes into the water, I guess you can say. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the health benefits that eating fruits and vegetables health benefits. So eating a diet rich in vegetables and fruits as a part of an overall healthy diet can reduce the risk for heart disease, including heart attack and stroke, and it can also protect against certain types of cancer. And this is great for those people who maybe are genetically predisposed to it, and maybe changing your diet can help with that. And also, diets rich in foods containing fiber, such as some vegetables and fruits, can reduce the risk of heart disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. And I know that those are like big, important, like diseases nowadays that we see a lot of people struggling with. And then eating vegetables and fruits rich in potassium may lower blood pressure and may also reduce the risk of developing kidney stones and help to decrease bone loss. And vegetables and fruits are typically low in calories, so they may be used when helping to lower calorie intake. So maybe if you're trying to lose weight or anything like that, or just trying to maintain a healthy body weight, eating fruits and vegetables can help you guys with that. And so yeah, and there's a picture up there, and it's a little circle, and it has other health benefits such as mental health, controlling your weight, low in sodium and calories, offering the vitamins and minerals and fiber. It protects you from chronic diseases, and it can make you look and feel great inside. I know when I eat fruits and vegetables, I'm like, yes, like I'm doing something good, and it makes me feel better about myself. And then it also increases your boost and your energy level. So there's just some awesome benefits that consuming fruits and vegetables can help you with. Okay, and so now you might be wondering what fruits and vegetables help with what? Because I know I didn't know, like, okay, yeah, you're telling me to eat fruits and vegetables, but like, which ones are going to help me with what? So here's a list, and I know it can look overwhelming because there's all these things, but all these things that you see on here are all benefits. So it's like a good thing that they're all up there because they're like, oh, I didn't know apples can like protect your heart, prevent constipation, block diarrhea, improve the lung capacity, and cushions your joints. So there's a lot of benefits that come with different fruits and vegetables. And I'm not going to go through all of these because it's, as you can see, it's expensive. The list is expensive of benefits and stuff. So like for example, beans can prevent constipation, helps with hemorrhoids, it can help lower your cholesterol, and can help combat cancer and stabilize your blood sugar. So if you guys are interested in maybe looking at this later on in the day or anything, we can always email this information to you, this PowerPoint presentation to you, and you can look over it yourself. So yeah, so just know that different fruits and vegetables can help with different things. And most fruits and vegetables have 99% of the time they have more than one benefit. So you always you don't have to worry about not helping you with different things because they most likely do. So now I'm gonna pass it on to Nick, who's gonna talk to you guys about different grocery stores around Chico, and also he's gonna talk about price matching of different produce in these stores, and then just tell you guys a little about the price and stuff like that. So without further ado, Nick.
So really quick, what we wanted to show you was a few stores in Chico here. And kind of give you a price comparison. We looked at Safeway, Raley's, and Winco, and we also will give you some information on the Chico's farmer market that goes on every Wednesday and Saturday. So to compare a few things, we looked at strawberries, the 16-ounce strawberries, and the same price also compares with the 12-ounce raspberries and blueberries. Safeway was $4.99. Raley's was on sale at the time, it was 2 for $7, and Winco was actually $1.98. We also looked at frozen mixed berries. Safeway was $3.99 a pound. Raley's was $3.97 a pound, and Winco Foods was $2.42 a pound. The price of apples per pound, Safeway again was pretty expensive at $2.49. Rayleigh's was $1.99, and Winco was actually 98 cents. Sorry, and that was the Fuji apples that I was looking at. The price of bananas, again, Safeway was 63 cents, Rayleigh's was 63 cents, and Winco Foods was 48 cents. So you're kind of seeing the trend here. The price of tomatoes, we looked at hot house tomatoes, just the normal big tomatoes. Safeway was $2.99 a pound, Rayleigh's was $1.99 a pound, and Winco was 98 cents. The price of bell peppers, Safeway was pretty expensive. It was $2.49 a pound, and Rayleigh's was $1.68, while Winco was 88 cents. So to kind of go off of that, we obviously can see that Winco is pretty cheap when it comes to produce, and Safeway is definitely up there, and it's probably where a lot of people shop. It's really close to campus, which does make it convenient. But if you can ever find your way over to Winco, I think you'd really see a difference there. Another thing that I didn't talk about is Costco. Costco has great prices, but obviously you have to have a membership, and if you can buy in bulk, I mean, you will save a lot of money. It's just using the fresh produce and time. But another option there would be to use canned foods, and frozen foods from Costco would be a good idea. So another thing I wanted to show you is the farmers market. Wednesdays, they're over by Trader Joe's and the movie theater. The one that's closest to campus is on Saturdays. That's over in the parking lot off 2nd Street and Wall Street. They are all seasonal, so whatever's in season in the time, they'll have over there. All the farmers bring their stuff over there. It's all close and it's really good stuff. I wanted to show you on their website, chicosfarmermarket.com. They actually will show you what's in season at the time, and you can scroll through here and kind of scan over it, and it'll give you when it's in season. So that's a pretty cool option. And then if you actually search on product search, just type in blueberries. If I can figure it out. It'll actually show you all the farmers that will have blueberries and the dates, they'll all be there. So that's a pretty cool option. I also wanted to bring up the MyFitnessPal. It's an app that you can use on your computer or on your phone. It's a calorie tracker, calorie counter, and diet tracker. It's a pretty cool option if you wanted to get into like adding all the fruits and vegetables into a little tracker that'll show you your daily amounts. It's pretty cool. So if you log in, it's pretty easy to sign up for. You log in, you'll go to your foods and your food diary, and then you can add foods from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. It's pretty easy to use. So we go to breakfast, we'll go add foods. I'll do blueberries again, so I have to think for those. And say you had a couple blueberries, you just go over here, you click that, add to your food diary, it'll pop up, it'll give you your calories and some vitamins in there and everything like that. The thing it won't show is your servings, which is kind of a downside to it, but it's kind of a cool thing to look at as far as getting your calories and your vitamins, things like that. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Liz, who's going to talk to you and has a video to show you.
Derek's
habits once they started college?
My diet has really evolved since I came here to Rutgers.
It's gotten worse, I think.
Overall, unfortunately, it's changed for the worse just because fast food is a little bit more accessible.
My go-to food on campus would definitely have to be a burrito.
Petty vodka slice from Skinny Vinny's.
Either the Fat Daryl or the Fat Filipino.
Fat Cat from RU Grill on Easton Avenue.
Hansel and Gretel's, hot fries.
My favorite restaurant on campus would have to be La Pochena. It's a Puerto Rican restaurant.
Stuff your face, I just went today and made my week.
Destination dogs.
Noodle Gourmet.
Sushi.
My late night must-have item would definitely have to be pizza.
I try to just eat, fruits.
Cookies, chai tea.
Barbecue chips or something, but usually like the only thing I have in my room to eat is like peanut butter jelly, maybe bread. So that tends to be what me and my roommate make for each other.
Since I got off the meal plan, I stopped really caring about the quality of what I'm eating and started caring about just getting food into my body.
Usually I would start with junk food, but now I'm making healthier and healthier choices, so I'm starting to become more vegetarian.
It wasn't until I started getting into my own exercise routine and physical health and the club that I run that I started paying more attention to what I eat.
If I had to pick one meal between home cooking and campus, I'd have to pick home cooking. Who doesn't want to eat at home?
Rather go campus if my mom does not cook.
My parents are terrible chefs. They never cook anything. They just make frozen food. So I would be all 3 meals from somewhere else.
I would choose my mom's cooking or like home cooked meals just because I get a little less of that.
My mom's cooking. There's nothing, like they always say, there is no place like home.
I would take my mother's home cooking because it's free. And nothing tastes better than when you don't have to pay for it.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but they mentioned a lot of fast food places, and so I want you guys to think about how much do you think that you spent on fast food per semester. And then here I have an example of, for example, if you were to eat out 3 to 4 times a week and we round each meal to be approximately about $10, that's $30 to $40 per week. And you times that by 16 weeks, which is 1 semester, it adds up to approximately $480 to $640 per semester spent on fast food. So also on the video, there was a guy that mentioned that after he got off the meal plan, he kind of stopped caring about the quality of the food that he consumed, and he just cared about just simply getting food into his body. So that brings me to my next topic about food insecurity. Food insecurity is the lack of reliable access to sufficient quantities of affordable, nutritious food, which is pretty common in universities and colleges across the United States. High food costs, limited income, and poor food support systems are contributing risk factors of food insecurity in college students. 48% of college students experienced food insecurity within the previous 30 days. And food insecurities may lead to a series of problems related to academics, physical health, and emotions. And many college students believe buying fruits and vegetables is expensive. When in reality, for example, if you were to go to Winco, let's say, like Nick said, 1 pound of banana is 48 cents, 16 ounces of strawberries is $1.98. 16 ounces of organic spinach is approximately $3.99, and then 1 gallon is approximately $3.49, depending what brand you get or whether it's organic. But all that adds up to no more than $10, and so now you have breakfast for the whole week. And also I wanted to talk about the brochure that we passed out to you guys. So basically it just summarizes all of our presentation and why we're here today. Our main goal is to get you guys to consume more fruits and vegetables, whether it's fresh, frozen, or canned. Just a reminder, the recommended daily intake for fruits is 2 cups, and for vegetables is 2.5 cups. And so basically it summarizes the why, like Lupe said, why you should increase your intake. It improves your health, eating more fruits and vegetables can boost your energy, improve your mood, and regulate blood pressure. It helps fight against diseases, and it's loaded with vitamins and minerals. And then the how, it talks about the barriers, which is knowledge, money, and time. And pretty much why we're here today is to kind of help you guys overcome those barriers. And so for example, knowledge, Trina's gonna show you next on how to increase your knowledge on how to prepare meals or incorporate them into your everyday meals. And then, as we talked about, Nick talked about money, investigating where you can find the lowest prices at your local stores. The time, we understand that you guys have, classes, and then some of you guys have internships and work, and you guys have to find time to study. So we're here to try to show you guys a few recipes that take no more than 20 minutes to make. And then in the back of the brochure, there's some fun facts and why you should eat more fruits and vegetables. For example, for fruits, cherries help you calm your nervous system, and vegetables, for example, an eggplant's peel can fight against cancer and aging. And also there's some few examples on how to incorporate nutritious foods in our everyday life. My personal favorite is infused water. So basically you just add a few fruits into your water, and that helps you get some of those nutrients. For example, you can add strawberry and orange, or pineapple and mint, or cucumber and mint. And there's also some tips on how to make smoothies. There's 3 main ingredients for smoothies, such as, for example, you incorporate 3 cups of greens such as kale, spinach, or cucumber, 2 cups of liquids such as coconut milk, almond milk, or fresh juice, and then there's 1 cup of fruit such as bananas, strawberries, or mangoes. And yeah, so Trina will show you guys a little bit more on how to prepare fruits and vegetables to increase your intake.
Thank you, Liz. Hi everybody, I'm Trina, and I'm going to talk to you about the preparation of fruits and vegetables and how to do that to increase your intake, even if they're not your most favorite things to add into your diet. So first off, preparation can help to improve the quality of the taste of the vegetables that you're eating. It can improve the variety of vegetables that you're taking in, and it can improve the appeal of the vegetables to increase daily intake. So we know that you're busy doing school and work and trying to fit everything in. So I'm going to help you today kind of learn how to prepare a few different things in under 20 minutes, and also to improve the amount and the variety that you're taking in as well. So first off, the preparation of fruits and vegetables, one thing you want to do when you get them home from the market, put them immediately into the refrigerator if they are a refrigerated item. And then right when you take them out, you're going to want to wash your fruits and vegetables very well with cold water. That's going to help get all of the contaminants off, all of the pesticides. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about cooking utensils, because I know that some of you college students come straight from home, mom did all the cooking, and so now you're on your own and trying to figure out how to prepare these things. So you'll need some basic items for preparation for your fruits and vegetables. And I brought a couple of things today. So vegetable microwave steamer, awesome for college students. 3 to 4 minutes on the microwave and your vegetables ready to go. So lid off, throw some broccoli in there, cauliflower, carrots, a little bit of water in the microwave, and it's ready to go. You'll want your basic utensils, plastic spoons, spatula, and a cutting board, of course, and a sharp knife, so that you can prepare your vegetables. So there's a couple of different quick tips I'm going to give you on slicing, dicing, just so you can throw them into different recipes or have them ready for snacks in the refrigerator. So dicing is where you're going to cut your vegetable or fruit into 1/2 inch or narrower strips, and then from there into squares. And so you can see that by the sweet potato at the bottom that has been diced. And then the next is slicing to where you're cutting from top to bottom of your fruit or vegetable, making flat pieces such as the carrots and the celery there. So incorporating your vegetables can be actually pretty simple once you know you're cutting your, the way to prepare them and cut them. You can use a variety of colorful vegetables to make a salad to go with any lean protein for dinner. And you can see the salad here has quite a few different vegetables that have just been tossed in, diced and sliced, and it's ready to go. Takes usually about 10 to 15 minutes, and you have your meal ready. You can add your fresh sliced vegetables to a sandwich to make a healthy lunch and to increase that daily vegetable intake. So a few cooking techniques for your vegetables. I typed up just the main ones for you. So grilling, you know, you go to a friend's house or a friend's party, throw them on the grill after they've been sliced and prepared. And you're gonna cook that over direct heat or flame, and that usually takes just a couple of minutes. Top it with butter or one of your other favorite toppings. Sauteing is where you're gonna cook it in a hot skillet, you know, just a little bit of oil, and again, that takes just a couple of minutes. You wanna barely do that just to help maintain the nutrients. Another option is boiling in hot water or a broth to add some more flavor to it, or steaming, as I showed you with the vegetable steamer, to where it's in just a little bit of water and then the heat actually steams your vegetable. And again, my favorite steamer that I showed you. So a few different recipe ideas, just some quick ones. You can take a half a cup of fresh or frozen fruit and put it into yogurt and have a quick, complete breakfast. You can also add sliced apple or dried cranberries to a chicken salad for lunch or dinner. And again, preparation time is under 20 minutes, so you have a complete meal ready to go. Incorporating fruit in your meals is actually pretty simple. Another idea would be blending fresh or frozen fruit with milk or yogurt in the blender, and you have a quick, delicious breakfast, making a great smoothie. Very quick and easy, and you're ready to go out the door to head to school or work. You can also add a serving of fruit to your favorite whole grain cereal, and again, add milk and another complete breakfast. So one of my favorite meals, and I made up these recipe cards, I have them in the back of the auditorium for you today, is making egg cups to go. And so the basic recipe, again under 20 minutes, you're gonna beat 6 large eggs, dice up your bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, spinach, as I talked about earlier. Mix in a half a cup of shredded cheese, pour into lined muffin pan, bake at 350 for 15 minutes. And then what you don't eat that morning, you can put in the refrigerator and have ready to go for another breakfast. So great breakfast, complete breakfast, and it's ready to go in less than 20 minutes. So in conclusion, try preparing fruits and vegetables in new ways, and that's going to help you include more into your daily diet. Using new cutting techniques with fruits to make them more fun. I have demonstrated here a watermelon. This is great for parties, so you scoop out the watermelon, throw in all kinds of fresh fruits, and you have a great side dish. Increasing your intake of fruits and vegetables for optimum health. So it's not only going to help you stay healthy, but it's also going to help you with staying focused in school and work and just better nutrients overall. So we hope today that you have learned many techniques about adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, and hopefully you come away and try some of the recipes as well. Thank you.